General Hickey, I appreciate you being here and appreciate your testimony, and I'm just having a terrible time trying to reconcile between what the IG says and what you say. And the IG says there's been incremental progress, there's data integrity issues. You say that we're right on the mark, that our data is good, that the checks and balances and the audits that you are doing are sound. And so, you know, when two entities are you know, at polar opposites, then yeah, you're right. I lack the trust in what's being put forward. So I guess my question is, do you work with the IG's department to sort of reconcile some of these issues to try to get to a place where there's a stronger agreement between the two of you on these issues?
We absolutely do, Congresswoman, all the time. We have a process by which we go in a back and forth way from an early draft of their thoughts and what they're seeing, and sometimes we reverse our position, and sometimes they reverse theirs. There have been a few times where I've non-concurred on some of their comments, but in general, we learn a lot from our IG, and we value their input. I understand that we're putting you in a bind. That's why I'm going to go get an independent review by a standard which the world recognizes.
I understand. Thank you. And so, Ms. Holliday, do you agree with what General Hickey just said?
General Hickey is giving you a big picture perspective from their view in all the initiatives they've worked. What I have given you is a very close inspection of certain initiatives that I do not feel have achieved what they were expected to achieve.
But have you had conversations back and forth on these specific initiatives that you have made public?
Yes, we do. We have monthly meetings with VBA leadership. I bring my teams in. We talk about the issues in our national audits. We talk about issues that we can talk about. There are some things as far as criminal investigations we may not touch on, but normally in the audit area we have very good discussions. Recently I feel that General Hickey has tried to say, I want the information early so that she can take corrective action, and I think if you look, the management advisory that I issued on the Philadelphia Vero was done after 2 days. My team, even though they only found 30 instances of manipulation of the date of the adjudicated claim, at that point we knew we had a problem, and instead of waiting till we completed all the work, did all the samples of all the mail bins and everything else, I engaged General Hickey immediately so that corrective action could be taken. So I do think that there is a responsiveness that is better today than it was a couple of years ago, easily.
Thank you. And General Hickey, have you, with the new acting secretary and the new leadership really in the VA, but specifically the acting secretary, we've talked a lot about this, is he believes that we've got to build back the trust and build it back one veteran at a time. So what directives has he given you with the VBA, and what have you done in terms of very short-term directives to your department and or changes that you have made in the short term? We've talked a lot about short-term issues and longer-term issues, but I'm interested in what you have done differently in the short term.
So thank you, Congressman. I will tell you 3 things. First, the acting secretary has directed that we put some best and brightest minds together to figure out if there are any other vulnerabilities in the ways in which people can do workarounds. You all have used a different language around that, but we are doing that. We are putting that together so that we can look at it. We have already asked a small group of people to do some brainstorming in that respect to see if we have some places we need better, stronger controls. Second thing, I have directed a 100% facility and desk, and we even threw in the government GSA cars for making sure we had the full 9 yards for every piece of mail, document, anything that might be out there. So we are doing, and it's been directed, and it's a rapid response, the requirement they must do.
My time is up. I yield back.